Welcome to another quick retro unboxing review. Today I am unboxing and reviewing the 1998 Star Trek Warp Factor Series 5, 7 of 9. Played by the beautiful Jeri Ryan of Star Trek Voyager, you would not believe by looking at this figure. The nicer to the eyes figure, where 7 is sporting her famous silver bodysuit, was available as a Target exclusive, but I personally wanted this. I'm not a big Voyager fan, but I love me some TOS and TNG. I've got the crew of the Enterprise D. I just needed more baddies for them to fight. And seeing as I can't have Locutus and Picard in the same room, I needed someone to fill in the ranks of the Borg. Looking at the front of the packaging, I don't like it as much as the original back card design, but it is interesting. Clear view of the figure and the accessories. Plus, the ship pictured changes with which Star Trek series they are representing, like this USS Voyager NCC 74656. The back of the card gives us a real nice picture of Miss Galaxy standing there, plus the other 3 figures in this series that you can collect, and then midway through you've got the name of all the accessories, but they're colored, unlike the ones that come in the packaging that she comes with. And then at the very bottom, you've got basically a G.I. Joe file card. And I'll leave it here so that you can read it yourself.
Before I unbox it, let's see if I can find anything else interesting on this. I said that her accessories weren't painted, but actually they are, sort of are, some are. But they're different color. As you see, the scanner is actually black, not silver. Borg alcove is just entirely black with what looks to be stickers inside. Well, enough talk, let's just open it. And let's just see it for ourselves here.
Here's 7 of 9 already unboxed with all her accessories. And I already cut out her G.I. Joe file card. Plus, I also like to cut out the accessory names so that once I put her away or put whatever figure away, I know what accessories go with whom. But with her, it's going to be a little bit difficult because, like I mentioned already, the scanner is a different color. So is the Borg alcove. Let's take a look at the scanner. Looks more like an early 90s cell phone, except it's missing the little piece right here. But this accessory also came with other Borg figures, such as Hugh Borg, the Borg action base. And that actually looks pretty darn cool. But something that they stopped doing is they stopped putting the names on the action bases. As you see here, I have Hugh Borg's action base, and 7 of 9's has no name on it. The next accessory is the Borg alcove. Again, different color, and these screens are just stickers. It's not even like lenticular. Power regulator. And again, this is another pre-existing accessory that comes with other Borg, slightly darker gray. But I didn't buy it for the accessories, I bought it for, look at that. Woo! That is actually, look, she looks the way she looks, but the detail on it is really cool. I'm afraid of moving her arm because I don't want to rip that coil off. But if I do this, there we go. So that looks really, really cool. But one thing I'm noticing is her hands. She can't hold any of these accessories. Look at the way her hands are molded. None of these, well, this is more of her just touching it and just staying there so she could recharge. There, she can hold it, but that's only because I'm holding her sideways. And yeah, she looks pretty cool, and she's also individually numbered. She stands pretty good on her own. She doesn't really need that base. I just want to look at all the details once again. This looks really cool. Let's check out her articulation. She's got articulation at the head, side to side, shoulders, up all the way around. and then forearm with her elbows already bent. No waist articulation, hip articulation to sit down. And in this way, she reminds me of the Spider Baby from Toy Story. And looking at her like this, she looks pretty darn cool. Let's take another look around. She does stand out from the rest of the Borg, especially with the gold highlights and more skin, actual human skin. But you got to remember, this is at the point when the crew is trying to dissimulate her from the Borg. Looking at her, she also blends in a lot better with my other female Star Trek figures, because the Queen, her body type is completely, I think, different from the rest of my Star Trek female figures. She's missing some articulation that the other women have, including the elbow articulation, knee articulation, and even waist articulation. But seeing that she's not as skinny, her head isn't as tiny as the Borg Queen, she does bridge the gap between the humanoid or human or half-human Star Trek female figures and the Borg Star Trek figure. On my final thoughts, this figure is pretty good. It's not the best Star Trek action figure, and you could already see the decline in not just quality, but also thought into the figures. Yes, it has a lot of detail, and that's great, but honestly, they could have painted a lot more. They could have done a lot more with this figure, and they could have made her more Borg. Because in the episode, you only see her for a few seconds like this. You see her mostly completely Borged out. Hey, Riker is still gonna try to sleep with it, so it's okay. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and check out my other Star Trek action figure reviews.
Riker to bridge. If you need me, I'll be in holodeck 4.
Hey, what is this? Who you think clean all this mess up? Hey, put your clothes on, man. Who you think that clean all this stuff? I don't clean. I'm not clean. You clean it up.
I really do hope you enjoyed this, and I really appreciate your support. Don't send me any money. I don't have any Patreon, so if you could, please just hit that like, hit that subscribe, and maybe share. If you can check out, maybe click this video, or maybe even click whatever that is right here. What is that? How did it get here? Bye!